So last week, the fixed rate mortgage for a 30-year it did drop a little bit to 6.76. So that's great. Interest rates are starting to slowly come down. Now, I want to put another caveat. I think I said this last week and I will say it every week that I need to. Do not expect that interest rates are going to drop to 3 or 2% like they were before. You should be, if you see interest rates drop into the high fives, you should be like raising a hallelujah, because even the high fives is a really low rate when you look at the whole history of interest rates. I mean, in the 80s, if my parents had wanted to buy a house, at that point they were in a housing situation where housing was provided in relationship to their job. So they didn't have their own home at that point. But in the 80s, if my parents had gotten a mortgage, it would have cost them 13, 14, 15%. And that's very common. Even in the 90s, interest rates were like 10, 9, and 8. So the idea that even 7% is high is really not from a historical. It's actually more what we would call kind of around the average. 6, 7, and 8 are average in the history of interest rates. So if we drop anywhere into the fives, snatch up a house. Like, comment, subscribe, and share at Living in Racine.